live from STS Studios in Jonesboro. That's right, Jonesboro, Arkansas. By the way, let me just say, just a few miles from Newport, Arkansas, which was mentioned on today's show a couple of times. I've got I'm BT, as everyone knows. I'm the Shiznit guy, and you are RynoJB. How the hell are you, Rhino?
I'm doing pretty good. We had another episode of Championship Wrestling, so as always, it's a good day.
Episode 9. Do you remember on episode 1 we said by episode 12 we're going to start seeing some improvement. We're going to start seeing some flow. Well, I really think it happened today.
I'm with you.
So let's talk about, we had Missa Kate. She was on Chokehold the podcast with my old buddy Lance. It was last Monday, but you can go look at stspod.club and listen to that. Also coming this Monday, it nothing to do with Wrestling Series. It is the Record Store. Lance pulls a CD out of his collection and talks about it. Also, I'm not going to say who, but it's a longtime fan, and some people might not know who he is, but I've had some technical difficulties of getting him on. But here's the tease for it. We're going to talk about kayfabe sheets back in the day when they was actually mailed to you. And I know, RynoJB, you're young, but I hope you still know what I'm talking about. VCR tapes. Do you know what VCR tapes?
Come on. Players. Yeah, Titanic, 3 hours.
Yeah, hey, man, some people didn't know what that was.
Oh, no, I got to have my VCRs. Got to have my VCRs and my DVDs.
All right, good deal, dude. You had some fun stuff happening again on Instagram this week. Go ahead and tell us. This has something to do with last week's little story, but go ahead and tell everybody what's going on.
You know, this week I had St. Jude send me a nice gift package. And within that gift package, it was some art created by one of the patients. Shout out to Ethan. Ethan is one of the patients at St. Jude that created a character, Fever Fighter. And Fever Fighter we decided to add to our universe mode and to our Twitch gaming system. But St. Jude sending this package out, not just to myself, but to other gamers that raised money through their communities and through their contributions with St. Jude, Twitch TV, YouTube, Facebook, whatever the case might be. And it was absolutely incredible for them to send what they sent, because they didn't have to do that. As a matter of fact, I got a few of the things here for those of you on visual. Here's a picture of the Fever Fighter. And just to give you an idea, right here, we have the entire gift box here. It comes with all these different goodies. And of course, you have the Fever Fighter there on the back. So shout out to Ethan.
I loved it. Yeah, and go ahead and tell them about Instagram. Give me your Instagram so they can go and look at it. Really good.
The Instagram is at Ryan J. Barber.
All right, good deal. I was looking, I was like, wow, that is just awesome. It goes back when I was a kid. I had some kind of game where you would roll dice and show the moves and I'd come up with all the wrestlers and you could only have so many wrestlers. And then so I blanked out one of the guys and had one of my teachers copy me a bunch of blank ones so I could have more wrestlers. So there you go. We rolled the dice and I spent hours and hours doing that stuff. So
there you go.
All right. We're going to get started, man. Rolling into Mempho, as everyone knows, and you might not if this is your first time. We do it in roundtable format where we just go back and forth. Hits, misses, MVP, what do you look forward to next week? And also thumbs up or thumbs down. All right, give me the hits, man. What's your hits this week?
I got a lot of hits this week. I thought this episode was really good. You know, you mentioned it before we started, which I thought was because we hadn't spoke on it yet. And you said, you know, the chemistry around episode 12, we would talk about the chemistry, the flow, the production, everything. And we're starting to see some signs of taking steps in that right direction, which I think was only a matter of time to begin with. Like I said, I got a lot of different hits. I want to start off with my man Triple R, the remarkable Ryan Rembrandt, and Precious tagging up against the Russell twins. That's, you know, I like that match for a lot of different reasons, but I like the experiment going on between the remarkable Ryan Rembrandt, Precious, and excuse me, I think I got my TV going off there, and Cassandra Golden. teaming up and making this faction, and she's trying to make it work, and these guys got to figure out a way to make it work. Will they be able to make it work, or will there be an implosion? I'm looking forward to it. Another hit for me was Austin Lane's promo. The guy was fired up. He brought this energy, brought a passion to the promo scene that I would compare to Mike Anthony. Mike Anthony was another guy that I really liked seeing the promo from him because he was fired up. He was ready to go. Not only was Austin Lane fired up, ready to go, we also saw that same type of energy from Big Swole Justin Cole here this week when he cut his promo right before his match. He was fired up, ready to go. Another hit. Like I said, I got a bunch of hits this week for me. Another hit was it was a miss for me last week. It was a hit for me this week. And that is Super Ed and Ed McMahon. I was like, wait a minute. I thought he wasn't going to take him seriously. I thought Super Ed would be a character kind of floating around behind the scenes or just here and there. But McMahon is taking him seriously. He's coaching him on. He's giving him pointers. Look, this is what you got to do. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, I believe is what he said. Can he convince Super Ed to take these steps in this direction? It was a hit for me. I'm looking forward to it. Could he actually push him into doing something beyond his own limits? Another hit for me was Chris Lex and Carter Matthews. Carter Matthews in his debut, the fourth Hanson brother, I'll say. Shout out to Maria Starr with that one. That was a hit for me, and the commentary during that was a hit for me as well. Another hit for me was the women's action this week. Usually for me, the women's action is not a hit. This week, it was a hit for me. That chemistry that you were talking about, I think we are seeing finally build and grow. And when for me, one of the weakest angles was the women's division, and I'm clearly seeing the women's division grow that chemistry and grow that angst that we want to see in the ring. Another hit for me, Derek King on commentary. I thought he did much better this week. He was rude. He was rude this week. He was digging in his bag. I like that.
Very rude.
Yeah.
Talking about Arkansas, Newport, Arkansas, talking about Nikki Lane. Very good heel. Very good heel.
Very good heel. And I would say after that, it was Austin Lane. I thought Austin Lane had a great match with Vicious there. And the last hit for me would be the super kick to accept the challenge from Austin Lane. That I did not see coming, and I really enjoyed it as a wrestling fan. So those are my hits right there.
Man, I'm ready to ask you your misses. It's all the hits. Here we go.
I only have one miss.
No, wait. I love the promos. They're putting the promos in the right place. We talked about this before. You get it right before the match. And I like that. I really do. I love the idea of us showing a video of Dotson and Steele walking through the parking lot, coming through. It reminded me of the old Memphis wrestling. They always had fights in the parking lot. Man, Diana Taylor and her DDT finish. Big thumbs up, big thumbs up, big thumbs up for that match too. You two girls worked hard, nonstop. A lot of improvement from both ladies there. Man, they also had a little logo on a thing that told us about which girl was who. In a sense, they were wearing green tights. Who was wearing green? Who was wearing black? Austin Lane promo, very good. Promos in general. DK was in a suit. He wasn't in a polo and jeans. Like he was the king. A lot of inside comments by Derek, and I hope, but he also came off as a total ass and a heel. And you could tell Dustin was fantastic with this, and Maria was too. There's a fine line between the announcer being able to call the action and being able to talk to the heel. In the sense, you can't always just say, "Oh, I hate you," kind of thing. But it felt like he was getting on Dustin and Maria's nerves too. So that's a good thing. It's a real good thing. And I'll wait for the MVP to talk about something else, but I just like the flow of the show. I thought it was good. Also some funny stuff. What's in what's in the juice? And Maria said again, tequila. Maria was doing Russian imitation, which was really bad, and Dustin felt like it was really bad, but it was hilarious. Maria is talk about a fine line. She's a fine line between giving us too much comedy and not enough seriousness. But she has walked that line perfect all the time. And also, you didn't mention, who did the Crowleys kidnap?
I was going to say at the end of the show, I was going to say also the Crowleys promo was really good. Who
did they get? You never know. We'll have to wait and see
creepy
on that one. All right. They are creepy. Misses for you.
I only have one miss.
All right.
Only one, and that's Derek the King. I wrote it down that he did not perform, though technically he did. I didn't see it coming, but my miss was that Derek isn't getting in the ring before the match. It looked like he wasn't going another week where he wasn't going to perform, and that was going to be a miss for me. I'm ready to see him in the ring do his thing, but we got a big match or a big day coming May 2nd. So I don't know. Maybe I'll finally get that. He's performed, I believe, once now here in the 9 episodes. I think he had one single match.
Yep.
I need another one. I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more with my yogurt. But I'm looking forward to that. But my miss was that I didn't get a match from him this week. That was my miss.
I can see that. But it's working into the heel thing.
Right.
I'm going to be real picky here. I enjoyed the show, so I'm going to be real picky on 2 things. When I see the Russell twins, I don't want them to go into any hold. I really don't. They had a couple of good opponents. I don't want to see them do anything but the moves. They did turn it on after a little bit, and just they are. I said this, and I want to compare it. This is Memphis Wrestling's Young Bucks. They could just push them. All 3 guys, good-looking kids, and I would push them. Also, and I'm being real picky here, all right? The Austin Lane interview promo was really good, but I hated the idea of Austin calling Derek old man. Didn't like that. And no matter. So the reason I say that, let me explain myself, Rhino, is if you talk about your opponent so bad and you say stuff like he's an old man, he can't wrestle, and he beats you, you had an old man beat you. So this old man, so that's the only time, like I said, being real picky. Austin looked real good, had a good match. But I'm real, I would have talked Derek up big time. He did a good job, but call him old man, I don't like. So, all right, MVP.
Ooh, MVP this week. I am going to give my MVP this week. Ooh, it was really a toss-up for me, but I'm going to give it to Derek King. I was very impressed. I was most impressed by Derek King's performance here. I feel like you and I blame you. I blame you, BT, because you put in my head here that he could be, kind of working on this character with the king and being the king. And so I'm looking at it, I'm saying, man, where is he going with this? And this week, he's got me asking myself even more, where is he going with this? Oh my gosh. So that's my MVP this week.
And I said this last week. Yeah, put DK against Austin Lane in the ring. I've seen it. I've been there. It's awesome. Just wait. If we get plenty of time on television, they get to do a one-on-one. You will be very impressed. Very impressed. MVP, man. You know what? I'm gonna be a baby face right now. I'm gonna be a big baby face. All right. Championship Wrestling from Memphis. Gosh, big. Y'all all are MVPs this week. Y'all have improved so much. The girls' match was smooth. It was constantly doing something. The Russian guy, we talked about him being slow. He looked good in this match. Just in case, his little promo, he looked good in his match. The whole thing with the things that we didn't like about the show, not that they're doing what we want them to do. That's not what I'm saying. It's just the things that we didn't like about the show. They're smoothing them out, and we're not going to have those. We're just going to have, constant stuff going on and some fun stuff. There's going to be things that we don't like, but overall, a big thumbs up to the crew. Guys, y'all put on a good show. Everything looked really smooth. Keep it up. Keep it up. So what do you look forward to on next week's show? I think you kind of already said this, but I'll let you tell them again.
I'm looking forward to the Derek King, Austin Lane storyline here. Also, I'm hoping what we get is an intergender tag team match. That's we get King and Queen versus Austin and Nikki. That's what I'm hoping for, and I hope we get it May 2nd. I don't think that a match has been announced yet for either of them for May 2nd.
I don't know. I don't know what to. I want to think that's the direction they're going into, because I had seen a photograph and I started pushing that was the direction. But the photograph that I got was from this show when they walked out together, when she walked out with him. So I have no idea, but I would think that would be the first match before we got a single match between Austin and Derek.
Right, I agree with you. So I'm hoping we get to that because I'm anxious for that Austin and Derek match, and I wouldn't mind seeing Nikki and Queen go at it again, maybe with the Women's Heritage Championship on the line.
You never know what direction they're going with that. A lot of girls, and they're doing the custom tapes, and we have a lot of people there. It'll be interesting how they determine the champion. Are they going to do a rumble like they're going to do with the guys? I don't know. I have no idea. So, where are we going with? What am I looking forward to next? Steele and Dotson in a tag team match. They're going to be on TV against Bam Bam Malone and Action Jackson. I said Bam Bam Malone reminds me of a 1980s tag team wrestler. Him and Jackson, he looked a lot better this week too. Both guys real smooth in what they were doing. They probably will make a pretty fun tag team. And always with Johnny and Alan Steele, they're going to be in there. And here's the cool thing about it is they even did the stuff with Bret Michaels, but then next week we're going to keep the storyline going, but we're going to take a little break, and we're going to let Steele and Dotson be on TV and probably one of the main matches. So I guess everybody listening from the start is going to know the answer here. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Big thumbs up for me. I enjoyed the show. The last two shows have been real good, and they continue to improve. I'm hearing hints, buddy. I'm hearing some hints about the new building and what's going to be in the new building. I'm not getting the full thing. I even sent a message to some people working on the building this week. I said, hey, I want a photograph of the wrestling desk because I know that's what you're doing. I want to see it. And they texted me back and said, yeah, we know you want to see it. That's all they did. So I don't get to see it until the fans get to see it, and I'm excited about seeing that. Real quick, I said March the 12th was the Rumble, but it's not. It's March the 15th. I messed up last week. I just wanted to correct that. I don't like Rumbles. I don't like Battle Royals, but for some reason I'm excited to see this because you don't know who's all going to be in it, what they're going to do, and you got to know this, Rhino. They're going to do something with storylines during that whole Rumble. So, yeah,
we might see a team change on each other.
You never know. I mean, that's the fun thing about a Rumble and the way it's booked. Here's me watching the Royal Rumble. Okay, so Cage came out, Christian Cage. And then I fast forward to the next person comes out. And I fast forward. I swear I just can't sit there.
Oh no, you gotta build the anticipation.
I was not a Battle Royal fan growing up, and I think mainly because they would put it almost on every show at Memphis Wrestling, the spot shows I went to. And it was just boring to be there live. And then when I got in the business, they wanted to put one on every one of those shows. And I was like, I want to go home. I don't want to be in a Battle Royal. And if I did anything in a Battle Royal, I would run in, look around, and just run out. That's all I did. And then I would go get my stuff and leave. I mean, that's how excited I was about a Battle Royal. All right, guys, same bad time, same bad channel on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there. And as everyone knows, I love my mama.
I love her too.
Come see the stars of Memphis Wrestling live at our new WrestleCenter. Tickets for May 16th TV taping are now on sale at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com.